guys, good evening and welcome to Praise Dance Topic Wednesdays. I got a great topic for you today. This is from, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. If not, please forgive me. Afina Henry, who's on my email list. Love her to death, and she gave me a very challenging question that was thought provoking and made me dig deep and do a lot of work. So thank you for the questions, and I pray that you guys, will keep them coming. It's been a minute since I did praise dance topics on this level. I did it for Praise Dancing 101, but never for the second level. So, again, welcome to 2017. I want to do things different and keeping in the theme of being the answer. So, the question was, what do I feel about auditions for dance ministries in the church? Not for professional or private dance ministry purposes, but just in general. So I thought about it, and there's a lot of things that praise dance leaders should think about if you want to hold a praise dance audition for your church and for the ministry. So I looked up the word, the audition and the purpose of it, and I found that the purpose for auditions is to present your dance technique, performance strengths, and improv abilities before judges so you can use it on a dance professional level. So basically, when you're auditioning, it's always like for companies or private companies to travel, or if you want to do it locally, but they're really looking for professional trained dancers with experience to do their thing and to show their talents. Some of the tips that they will give to prepare for an audition is arrive early, dress appropriately and professionally, be aware of posture, facial expression, and stage presence. Another one is finishing out a piece of choreography well. So whatever they throw at you, you got to be quick and you got to do it well. Even if you mess up, just go through it. Don't quit in the middle. Another thing is be polite to other contestants, say thank you to the judges, and most of all, have fun. My thoughts of auditioning to start a praise dance ministry, I think it's okay, but there are some questions in the checklist you must do before you hold an audition. So you got to evaluate your motives and your purpose. One of the things that you must think about, for example, if you're going to start a praise dance audition, like I said, it depends on your vision, your motive, and your purpose. So here are the questions. Are you holding an audition to preview the person's level of dance? What are you looking for? Are you looking for their stage presence? You're looking for strength, personality? Why are you holding the audition? Are you holding auditions to showcase holiday events at your church, like Christmas or Easter? Or is there a certain thing that you are trying to do to showcase your vision before the church and you want to use, the dance ministry? So that's some things to think about. Or are you holding the audition to see who are weak dancers versus strong dancers? Now, if you do this audition and you like a certain amount of dancers based on their strengths and natural talent, which is fine because that's what auditions is for. The question is, what are you going to do with the others who didn't measure up to your critique? So you have your batch of strong dancers, they're natural, they have the personality, they have stage presence, they're not afraid of the audience, and then you have the weaker dancers who are a little bit intimidated, who have stage fright, they don't like dancing in front of crowds, and they're not really strong and they don't have the natural talent or the poise to do the choreography that you threw at them. So again, what are you going to do with those who don't measure up to your critique? Another question is, are you going to send them home and say, hey, come back next year when you are a stronger dancer? Or are you going to develop subgroups for them? And what I mean by subgroups, basically, are you going to keep the strong dancers and the weak dancers, and are you going to figure out what to do with both groups? So again, I think that praise dance auditions for the church are okay. If you're going to do it, you got to set up ground rules from the door. You must explain to them and let them know that it's not a competition. This is a ministry. Number two, if you decide to keep all the dances, then the first choice that you must do with your stronger dancers, you got to hold them up to a high standard of accountability, meaning you have to create a buddy system. So what you want to do to have everybody on an equal level and to make everybody feel wanted and secure in their position as praise dancers, create a buddy system. Link up the stronger dancers with the weaker dancers. So the stronger dancers will be in the role of big brother or big sisters. They will be the help for the weaker dancers to challenge them, to test their mobility, their strengths. You want to build them up and you want to make the weaker dancers strong. You want to challenge their mobility, you want to challenge their memory muscle, and you also want to challenge them choreography wise, so they will be comfortable when they are ministering before an audience. So again, that's what I mean by making the stronger dancers accountable. Also, you can also have them be co-captains. So for the weaker dancers who have trouble picking up the choreography and being quick and they can't execute it like you want them to, as far as stage wise, just having that presence, what you can do is have the stronger dancers be accountable for like maybe 3 to 5 weak dancers, and have them train them all the time, and test them out constantly, and bring them up to a level of standard so they can match the stronger dancers. If they're not on that level, then you keep working with the weaker dancers until they are. Again, like I said, you can make the stronger dancers, give them a role of big brothers and big sisters, put them in charge of maybe 3 to 5 dancers, depending on how many dancers you have within your dance team. The purpose of this is to develop the weaker dancers. You don't want to make them feel insecure or belittle or feel that they're not good enough for ministry, and that's very important. Another thing that you want to do, you must stress that this is not a competition, that it is a ministry, and you want to tell them, explain to them why they were chosen to be in this ministry and the purpose of ministry. And I'll say it again, it's very simple. The purpose of ministry is to serve God, serve the church, and to the world. So they are important, and everybody is needed within the dance ministry. And plus, let them know that you appreciate them and that you're happy that they are participating within ministry. So what I would advise praise dance leaders who want to hold praise dance auditions, plan ahead. Like I said, if you decide to keep the weaker dancers, what you want to do is develop certain choreography for them to be comfortable with in the beginning. So you can give them like small turns from the left to the right, movement that goes forward and backwards, or put them into groups, maybe with the flags or whatever props that you want to use. Definitely use them in a certain section of the dance where they can be comfortable, then they can exit, and then you can bring on the stronger dancers. So however you want to do the choreography, just make sure that you choreograph a piece that highlights them, for ministry. And again, that's to build their self-esteem and to get them into practice into ministering before an audience, so they can build up their confidence. And also, like I said, you're challenging them, muscle memory wise, and to do choreography and to have them, build their muscles and their tension and things like that to able to minister, and also to be comfortable and to be to be able to be the glue of the dance ministry, so they can be comfortable and on one accord. That's what I mean. So they can be comfortable and on one accord, and they can dance, like with the stronger dancers, they'll be able to do the steps with no problems, instead of, shying away and being afraid. They can look at the big brother, big sister and say, hey, I can do that just like them. They help me out, and, when I get older, I want to be able to dance like her because, she helped me out and she's so beautiful. So, give the weaker dancers something to look forward to. Again, I hope I answered your question. I think that's about it. Like I said, the purpose of the whole buddy system is to challenge the weaker dancers. You want to challenge their dance mobility, their muscle memory, and their confidence. And the more challenges you give them, trust me, you will be able to see a big difference within 6 to 8 months with the weaker dancers. And I really believe in the buddy system. Okay, guys, I hope that answered your question. Thank you. Afina Henry, keep them coming. This was very, very deep for me, and it made me think and dig deep. So I hope I answered your question. Like I said, keep them coming. Subscribe to the channel if you have comments, opinions, and thoughts. Definitely, guys, please put your opinion in the comment box. It's more than welcome, as long as it's professional and not lewd or crude or mean. Thanks, guys. Be blessed and Happy New Year. And again, P.S. with the theme, again, be the answer. So if you're going to hold the auditions, like I said, evaluate what you are doing and let them, your dance ministry know that you are there for them, and this is not about competition but ministry, and you're there to sow a seed into them and to nurture them spiritually. So again, if you're going to hold a dance audition, keep in mind that you are being the answer for them in 2017 as a praise dance leader. Okay, guys, thanks and be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.